is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be talking about a lot, okay? And when I say a lot, how many different Klays do we have? How many different ADs do we have? Dames do we have? Bronze do we have? All these cards that we have a bunch of them. Which ones should you guys get for the gen you play on and the price for what they go for? That's what this video is. We're even going to be breaking down Larry Bird, for example, as well, because we have so many good of the same cards, if that makes sense. So if you look at LeBron, for example, how many different dark matter LeBron Jameses do we have in the game? I'm not going to sit here and talk about all of them, but we have 1, 2, and then obviously we're going to have the Invincible Bron, we're going to have the GOAT Bron, we're going to have the small forward, power forward Bron, and I think we have the point guard Bron as well. So we have 6 dark matter LeBrons in NBA 2K21 right now. So what is the best one for you? That's part of what this video is. Now, before we dive any deeper, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button, as we are on the road at 280,000 subscribers. Now, before we dive any further, I do want to kind of tell you guys about this tweet that I am partnering with I'm Just Isaac to give away a free copy of NBA 2K22. So if you want a free copy of the game, all you have to do is retweet this tweet that I did put out on Twitter. Follow both me and I'm Just Isaac on Twitter. You do both those things, you are eligible to be entered. Obviously, we have 500 retweets. I would love to get that number even higher, and just make sure to go follow both of our Twitters. It's that simple. You do those 2 things, you are eligible to win a free copy of NBA 2K22. So I'm going to start out this video by saying that this video is really for both gens, okay? So we're just going to talk about the LeBron Jameses of the world first. So under any circumstance, okay, if you want to run LeBron James, should you buy this point guard LeBron? Under any circumstance, and my answer to that question is no. Whether you're on current gen, next gen, there is no reason to buy this point guard LeBron James. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say. Now, if you want to run LeBron James at shooting guard or small forward, who is the best card to run? Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about first. Okay, obviously with LeBron, there are 2 cards that are basically the same. This LeBron, I think, is going for right at 100K MT. Earlier today, there were no buyouts, but he basically expires at a 100K, okay? So that's the first LeBron that there is that you could decide to get. Now, the other one is the Toon Squad, or not the Toon Squad, the Space Jam LeBron. Now, the difference between this LeBron, the Space Jam Bron, and the Team USA Bron, there's honestly not that much of a difference. A little bit of a few stats, a few badges. And is it enough to really make that upgrade? That's the question you have to ask. It's what, 11 more Hall of Fame badges, I think is the right answer. And with that, guys, it's only like 50,000 more MT. So if you are on current gen and you're a guy like me, or even my no money spent squad, I don't know if it's necessarily worth the upgrade. What I will say is if you can get one for like 130 or 30,000 more, I'd pay that. I'd pay the extra 30,000 more for, you look at it, what, 11 extra Hall of Fame badges. I personally would. I mean, this Bron's going for already 106. So I think the best Bron for his value is this Space Jam Bron. I do believe that. Now, if you're really balling on a budget, the Team USA Bron is going to give you 99% of what this Space Jam LeBron James is going to do. If you run this fan favorites LeBron James, you've got a problem. There's no reason you should run him. He is the worst LeBron for his value. Now, is there any circumstance, any circumstance in which, okay, you go ahead and pick up this point guard GOAT Bron? If you're on current gen, there is no circumstance you run this GOAT Bron. I don't care if you're trying to build the best team in the game, you still should not run this LeBron James. Now, if you're on next gen and want a top point guard, yes, he's there. So if you're on next gen and you are a big baller, sure, go ahead and get Bron. But if you're on current gen or even a budget baller, absolutely not. He's solid, he's got every badge in the game, but he does come with the Hall of Fame steady. So that's LeBron James for you guys. What is the best value? Probably this LeBron James is the best value Bron in the game, as far as the best bang for your buck. Team USA Bron is actually fire as well. But the rest of the Brons are not Brons that I'm super high on. You got the Invincible Bron too, who is okay for his value. But why would you get the Invincible Bron over the Space Jam Bron? 63 base Hall of Fame badge. That's what you're looking at with this LeBron. Yes, he's perfect stat-wise. But then you go here, right? And then you look at this Bron. He's got 65 base Hall of Famers and is shooting guard eligible. So it doesn't make sense to me why anybody would buy the Invincible Bron. It makes absolutely no sense that this Bron is like right at 150 at the time of recording this. And then I can go look at the Invincible Bron, Remember the number 140. Why is the Invincible Bron 347? It doesn't make sense to me. It's confusing to me. If you buy the Invincible Bron, there is something literally wrong with you. Next card we are going to talk about today is Anthony Davis. Before this last drop, we didn't have that many good. We had quite a few good ADs, but we didn't have any like comp Anthony Davis cards. Now here's the thing. 150,000, a little more for the Invincible AD. Is he worth that price? That's about what he should be going for. Now, the Space Jam Anthony Davis, he's obviously a lot cheaper than the Invincible AD. And you look at him, I mean, 50,000, you can honestly get one probably close to 30,000. And he is going to give you 95% of what the Invincible Anthony Davis is. That's just the way it is. So as far as value, if you want to even play the game competitively, Anthony Davis, Dark Matter, Space Jam is the best value. Now, if you want Anthony Davis and you get the other one, I think it's a fan favorites AD. I don't know if it's fan favorites or what it is. But if you get the Dark Matter Anthony Davis, that is not the Invincible, that is not the Space Jam, the other Anthony Davis, I don't know why, considering this Space Jam AD is going to be way better for his specific value. So the other Anthony Davis, this one, the fan favorites AD, should not be on anybody's radar. There's no reason that you should, under any circumstance, get that Anthony Davis. Now, this Anthony Davis, the Gladiator AD, he's solid. I'll be the first to say he's solid. Now, this AD is probably the best value Anthony Davis there is. Now, is this Anthony Davis better than the Space Jam AD? No, it's not even close. But he's 10K, whereas if you look at the Dark Matter Anthony Davis, I mean, he's going to be a little more expensive, but this Space Jam is quite a bit better. So if I was to get Anthony Davis, the one I'd recommend is the Space Jam if you want to play competitively. If you're balling on a budget, the Team USA Anthony Davis is the A Disney for you. Now, Larry Bird, that's what we're going to talk about next because we've got all these cards that basically do the same thing. Now, the Invincible Larry is going for like 100K, so I can't really hate on what he gives you. But why would you get the Invincible Larry when this Larry is going to be 95% of the Invincible Larry? You don't believe me? Look at his stats. 99 3 ball, 98 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, 98 speed and lateral quickness. Yes, badge-wise, he lacks a little bit, but trust me, they're going to be basically the same card. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys with all of these cards, that they're the same cards. Just buy the cheaper versions and you guys are going to have so much success with them. Do not overspend for Invincible cards. Don't do it. It's absolutely not worth it. Is the Invincible Larry Bird better? Yes, but it's by such a slight edge. Now, this MJ has half binder. So similar to a LeBron, if you want to run MJ and you are on next gen, I wouldn't hate you for getting the GOAT card. And one thing I'd recommend for you guys is to just look at this Michael Jordan. If you are set on not playing Michael Jordan at point guard, the Team USA Michael Jordan is the MJ you should get, and there should be no questions asked. This MJ is so good, even compared to the other MJs. I mean, you look at the stats, 98 3 ball, 96 ball handle, defensively is absolutely incredible as well. Now, if you're looking for an MJ to play point guard and you're on current gen, get the Invincible card. There is no reason to get the GOAT card on current gen over the Invincible. If you're on next gen, I guess do what you got to do. If I'm you guys, though, and want Michael Jordan, I'm picking up the Team USA Michael Jordan and doing what I need to do. There's no reason. The point guard value is not that high anymore. Just get the Team USA Michael Jordan and hoop with him. That's really what I will say. Now, another card we have is Dame Lillard. What Dame is best for you? Again, you can spend the extra and get this and get the Invincible. What the Invincible is hardly better than the Space Jam card. So that's one thing, again, I'd recommend. Do not buy the Invincible card. Buy the Space Jam version. If there's one thing you're learning from this video, there's no reason to get the Invincible. There's literally no reason to buy Invincible Klay when Space Jam Klay is here. They are the exact same card. Definitely get Space Jam over Gladiator because they're going to be basically the same price. But I'm begging you to not overpay for Invincible cards. That is basically the point of this video. Between the Invincible cards and the GOAT cards, there is absolutely no reason to overpay for most of these cards. Now, if you want to overpay for a card, overpay for Yao Ming. I'm okay with that. If you want to overpay for an Invincible card, overpay for Paul George because he gives you something different. If you want to overpay for a card, overpay for, maybe even a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because he's way different from his other Dark Matter. The same cards, like even a Giannis card, he's not worth overpaying for considering we got the point guard Giannis, who literally you can argue is better just because he can play point guard. All these Invincible and GOAT cards are not worth the prices that they go for. That's just the truth behind it. And especially when you got good value options with these Space Jam, AD, Bron that can do everything you need them to do, there is no reason to overpay for cards. You look at my No Money Spent Squad team, who have I overpaid for? I mean, yes, Bobo maybe. But you see me, I'm not running the GOAT Bron. I'm not running all these Invincible cards that are overhyped. I've thought about picking up LeBron James, and I promise you, if I pick up LeBron James, it's going to be one of the cheaper LeBrons that gives me 99% of what the GOAT or Invincible Bron does. That's just the way I think about things. Trust me, there's no difference between the Invincible Bron, the obviously Team USA Bron, and the Space Jam Bron. Now, if you want to go somewhere in the middle, like I said, you can get the Space Jam Bron over the Team USA Bron, and that's okay with me. But I'm telling you, you're probably not going to notice the biggest difference. Same thing with Anthony Davis. The Invincible card art is cool. It's cool to see him in Pelican jersey, but this Anthony Davis is going to be just as good, guys. I know 2K might not like me for posting this video, but here's my thing. If 2K is going to drop the same card 95 times, I'm going to let you guys know about it. Now, again, the GOAT Bron does give you something different, but there's no difference between the Invincible Team USA and the Space Jam LeBron James. There are no difference in the card outside of a couple stats and a couple badges, and I'm going to let you guys know about it because that has me feeling some type of way. Why are we recycling content with the same players? It just doesn't make sense to me. And from the outside looking in, a lot of people probably do not realize that, yes, it is the same player. For me, obviously, card art matters too, so the Space Jam Bron is cool. Do you want the GOAT collection, all 5 players? And if so, then go ahead, buy the GOAT massively overpriced GOAT cards. If not, guys, there are so many cheaper options out there for you. But that is going to wrap it up for this video today, guys. I just want you to know that these GOAT players, the Invincible players, are so overpriced, especially when there are cheaper options not even elsewhere within their own player. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.